Hey, good morning, guys. It's been a while since we have posted any videos or updates or anything like that. We took a little bit of a break here. But since we're back, you can actually see that we're back with our Uforce 1000 XL that used to be blue, that we actually stripped down all the plastics off of the machine and had it painted white with a pearl inside the paint. So what we're doing today is we're actually going to put C-deck on our doors. No company out there like DKZ or anything like that makes a kit for the CFMoto, and partially is because a lot of people don't have the factory doors, and also the people that don't lend the machine out to have 3D scans because they don't inquire about it. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to actually hand make a template for my door and go ahead and cut the C-deck and install it. So I'm going to show you how that we do it. There's no right way to do it. There's no wrong way to do it. It's all by trial and error. But one thing that you want to do is make sure that you don't have a lot of errors, because it can get very expensive just because of the C-deck itself is expensive. If you're buying a really good brand of C-deck, it can be expensive. We didn't. We went on Amazon, found, I believe the company name is Focean, F-Ocean or something. But we're also going to use a 3M industrial adhesive to help it adhere to the plastic and stay on the plastic. One thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that your surface area is prepped very well. And in preparation, we use isopropyl alcohol to be able to remove any type of finger grease, oils, cleaners that we may have used in the past to clean the doors. So here you can see that I have a partial piece of our template put on here. It still needs perfected because we have our door switches over here, our hand grab bar to shut it here. So we're going to go ahead and start trimming this out and do our measurements. The first thing we want to do is we want to get the angle at the back of the door where this is going to go, and get that angle situated and corrected, and then move forward. That's why I left a lot of extra here, just in case if I mess up the angle on the back, I can keep going back and trimming a little bit more and more and more until I have it perfected. So we will be back here very shortly after we get our template perfected here on the back, and then show you how that we do our measurements off of the front. We're back and we have our template perfected here that we have cut to fit all the angles and the area that we want to put C-deck on the door. Again, this is our first template out of 3 that we're going to do. We may do some at some point to do on the dash and things like that. It just depends on how crazy and how far we want to get with this. But this is the template, and we will take this from cardboard to wood and then probably to plastic. It's just going to be a template that we're going to use, you know, a Sharpie marker or whatever to put on the C-deck that we're going to use to be able to cut everything and to be able to cut everything out, get our angles and everything like that. But this is the final template that we have done here. So now we're going to transfer it onto the C-deck and cut a piece of the C-deck and see what it looks like on there. Okay, so we have our template cut out, and I already cut the passenger side out, and now I'm mirroring the driver side. One thing I did do is I wrote passenger on one side of this and driver on the other one. But it's pretty easy if you just mirror how you cut the first one and flip your template over and cut the second one. So what I do is I put the template on here, I use a marker, go ahead and trace out the pattern. So then what you're going to end up with is the pattern on top of the paper, which it's a little hard to see here. I mean, you can see a faint outline here. So then what I do is I use a straight edge to cut all of my lines that are straight, and then I just used some good old AMSOIL brake parts cleaner the bottom of the can to cut my radiuses that the door has. If people are interested in buying these kits from us, then I'll go ahead and try to do a refinement, get better material where I can get it in flat sheets to be able to cut it. But this is what I'm working with because nobody makes a template or anything for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this template cut out. I already installed the passenger side one, but I'll go ahead and install the driver's side. So now that we left the glue set up for a while, I'm gonna sit down here and get my template out, and we're going to peel the backing to it. And this already has like some type of adhesive on it. It's like some knockoff 3M adhesive, but I will say that it's nowhere close to 3M adhesive at all. If you're putting this on the roof, you definitely want to have some adhesive on it because it will, the heat will cause it to come off. So I'm going to start here at the top and line it up where I want my line to be. And that's not going to work. We actually have to put it in down here first. I forgot because of the way that the cut is on it. And then we'll go ahead and line it up there. And then you just want to start pushing it in where it needs to go and sealing it down. And after you got it down, you can go ahead and pull your tape and see where your glue overspray is. And then we'll clean up the glue overspray. Again, I'm not a professional at this. I never claimed to be. It's something that we decided to do to our machine because they do make kits for your mainstream brands out there, Polaris, Can-Am, all of those, but they do not make a kit for CFMoto because, you know, owning a CFMoto, you're kind of like the redheaded stepchild of the UTV world. There's not a lot of aftermarket parts out there, and the people that are making aftermarket parts, we're trying our best to do what we can for the needs of the industry. But again, we're just, you know, a small company. Very small. It's a one-man band. So as you can see, there you go, and that's how the C deck will go. And I'll show you how I remove the overspray of the glue so we can get it off of the door. I mean, you can wait till it dries however you want to do it. Again, I'm not a professional at this. It's how I'm doing it. You may do it any which way you want. But I use some 3M adhesive remover, spray it on the rag, and just go along where the adhesive is. Scrub it a couple times, and it removes the glue. And then the adhesive remover will dry, and you're all good to go. And then we'll go ahead and put our door handle back on and see what the finish is after the door handle's on. There you go. After the door handle's on, the seat deck is on, looks pretty good. We chose red because the inside of all of our lights are red, the wheels are red, but you can get it in multiple different colors, blue, black, gray, a lot of different colors for your machine, whichever you prefer and whichever you choose. But that's straightforward, the install. So if you'd be interested in any of the kits or anything, go over to our Facebook page, Crawlworks Power Sports, and send us a message, and we're going to have templates made to continue to do more with these machines. And you can always check out crawlworks.co. That's our online store if you need any parts for your CFMoto or anything else, maintenance kits, unifilters, everything we have for the CFMoto. Until next time, guys, we'll catch you on the next video.